Okay, so this is these are some of the plastic dishes after the entire cycle. It's supposed to dry the dishes, but it only really dries the ceramic type plates, as far as I can tell. But when it comes to stuff like this, all the plastic seems to be wet. Now, one of the problems is using a hand towel. I always find it really difficult to clean, these bits, especially some of the kids' containers that we use. The lids are extremely difficult to clean. So what I do is take a whole bunch of them in this tray. Now this might seem a bit crazy to do, but I've been doing this every day and it works. Is to chuck these things, which would normally take me about half an hour to dry. These are sorts of lids that are extremely difficult to dry. I just chuck them all inside there, and these are all the microwave. Oops, dropped the knife. Microwave-proof plastic bits, and then I just use my fan force oven, set it on fan, and then set the timer for about 20 minutes. And this is an important bit. I just set it at 50 degrees Celsius. So that's 50 degrees Celsius, which, as far as I can tell, doesn't melt anything, and it's not dangerous, but it does a heck of a good job in drying the dishes. So I'll take that out in a sec to show you. And meanwhile, what did I say? Spoons, especially plastic spoons, can be a little bit of annoying things to dry as well. Chuck them in the oven, just to show. Just to show. These are actually, you can see how wet they are. See how wet everything is. It's nice and wet, annoyingly wet. Chuck them in the oven. I use these spoons because you don't have to dry them. You just hang them up and they dry themselves. So that's why I've got 2 sets of these. This is part of being extremely, call it efficient or extremely lazy, however you want to look at it. I don't mind being judged. And that's about it. The rest of the stuff is pretty, these other things are pretty easy to dry. I don't dry these water bottles, I just put water in them, put them away. These ones are extremely difficult and annoying to dry. Chuck them in the oven. And that's annoying to dry. Chuck that in the oven. Close the lid. Just leave it there. And I'll come back in 20 minutes to show you how it's going. 25 minutes. Okay, so it's been about 20 minutes, and as you can see, dry. Now, not everything is going to be perfectly dry, but at least most of it's going to be pretty dry. And let's show you with the ice cube tray. Dry. Dry. And this sort of lid is dry. It's warm, but it's not hot. Nothing's melted. Nothing's deformed. And all I do now is just take everything out. Funky lids. Put them on top. No use for the hand towel. So everything was actually dry probably at the 20-minute mark, or a little bit less, maybe even 15 minutes. But I was watching the NBA finals, so I couldn't. That's a little bit wet, so that's not perfect. This is pretty dry, not 100%. And as you can see, remember the spoons and all that? So these are all perfectly dry. So not everything's perfectly dry, but even this thing that was actually put, yeah, that's a little bit wet. But anyway, as you can see, most things are pretty dry. Dry enough that you don't have to do anything with them except put them away. And that will save you 20 minutes of drying these plastic bits. Thanks for watching.